Hello friends, welcome to our channel. This is my first video on this channel. Please subscribe this channel to get more technical videos and put your comments to help us to improve. Today we are going to learn how to create AWS EC2 instance. Most of us heard about the AWS EC2 instance, but we exactly don't know how to create and launch it. Today I am going to tell you the easiest way to create and launch it. So let's start. First of all, to create AWS EC2 instance, we need to sign up on AWS. So from here, this link, we can sign up on the AWS account. So let's click on this link. Now during sign up, we need to provide our basic details as well as debit card or credit card details for billing. But don't worry, it won't charge you anything until you start using AWS services. Now, as I already have an AWS account, so I will directly sign up, but please keep in mind you can use only the services after the sign up. So please sign up your account and log in from here. Now, after login, you will see this dashboard on the AWS console. This is our AWS management console. From here, we can subscribe for the multiple services and we can use the multiple services of the AWS. Now, here, whenever we go for AWS instance creation, we need to consider few things before creating an instance. First, what is our server requirement? And second, where is our target audience? According to that only, we need to select the instance type and the reason. Here you can see the different reasons. Now let's consider an example. As I am from India and my website going to serve and use it mostly in the India, then I will definitely select the Asia specific reasons so that my website, my server responds quick and fast. Now the second thing is the most important, that is the instance type selection. To decide the instance type, we need to consider how much traffic is going to visit our website. If we are having a simple content based website, then I will suggest we should go with T2 micro or T2 small, as these are the basic servers through which we can launch our basic website. From here you can see, let's go to the Google and see the AWS EC2 pricings. Here you can see the different pricing plans for the servers as per your requirement. Based on the server type, we are going, it's very important, based on the server type, we are going to charge. So it's very important that we select the correct server type as per our requirement. But one of the best thing in the AWS is it's easy and scalable. We can scale our server at any time through console as per requirement. So no worry. Now let's go to the EC2 server instance creation. Let's type EC2 here. From here you can go to the EC2 services. Here you can see that currently I am already having two instances are running on my server on my EC2 console. Now let's go to create a new one. We need to click on the launch instance here. Launch instance. Here we have a different type of operating systems running here. We can install on our server. I am going to start with the Ubuntu server 18.04 LTS HVM SSD volume, free tier eligible. So let's start. Let's click on select. Here we can see that here T2.micro is a free tier eligible. So we are not going to charge anything for 12 months. You can read the description here. Now we can see the different types of servers, but I will suggest first of all let's start with the T2 micro, and next I will explain that how we can change the instance type as well in my next video. So here let's go to the next configuration details. Here Here we can see we need to create only single instance, so here it's one. Then the important is the shutdown behavior. It should always be stop, not terminate. So we keep in mind we need to select the stop for the shutdown behaviors. Then tenancy, let's keep it shared run as a share hardware instance, and if you will go for the next two options, then it will charge you more. So based on your requirement, we need to select the hardware we are going to use, shared or the dedicated, but all depends on our requirement. Now the next is user data. Here let's consider that I need to install some applications or some install some packages during the launch process. So whatever the commands I will put the commands here, so that the during launch my packages also get installed and my system is ready to launch, ready to use as it is launched. But we are going to keep a completely separate video for that, where we can see that how we can launch our package manually through the console through the SSH login. So here we will go to the next. Now let's add the storage. Initially the AWS provides us the 8 GB of 8 GB of hard disk for SSD for our application storage, but here we can increase it up to 30 GB. So I will keep it as a 30 GB, and let's go to next. Now here we can see that here are the tags. Tags are, we can consider that these are important to track our servers. Like I can see that you have seen in my console that I am using 2 to 3 instances, right? So here to define that which server is going to is using for which purpose, we need to have the tags, so that we can easily differentiate our servers. Like let's consider that I will keep it as my web server. Network algo. So it will remind me that this web server is using my network algo website is hosted on this server. So this is just a tag as we use in the Facebook or and other system. Now next, the configure security group. So this is very important. Here we can name the security group as, like I will group named it as a network algo. Now to give the HTTP and HTTP access, we need to add the protocols here, add the protocol rules here, HTTP and HTTPS. I will add HTTP and HTTPS here, and this is the setup. Description is optional, you can remove it from here as it's not required, but you can keep it, like network algo web server. Now next, so here is our here is everything is ready. So just check the details here. Ubuntu server, instance type, security groups are added, instance detail we can click see here. Our shutdown behavior is stopped, which is very important. User data is blank as of now. Then storage, we can see it's 30 GB I have added. It was initially 8 GB. Now let's go to the tags. Here I can see the tags are web server, network algo. Now it's ready to go. Now the most important thing is the key value pair. As we don't have any key value pair, so just here give a key value pair name, like I will give it a network algo web server. Keep in mind, this is very important. It will generate a .pem file which we need to use to log in into the system. If we don't have it, then we can't log in into the AWS server. We can't go into the system which the instance which we have created. So to go to log in into our system, we need to have this key value, this .pem file. So here, once you named it, just click on the download key pair and save it at on the location wherever you want. So now here, after that, once it is saved, or you clicked on the download key value pair, so you can see the launch instance button is enabled. So I will click on it and you can see my system is ready to go and my launch your instance are now launching. So this is my ID, my instance ID, you can see here. Okay, I will see the view instance and I can see my two instances are running and the third one is in pending process. Basically it's configuring itself, so it's important we should wait. It may take few seconds more. Hey, here we go. When we click on it, we can see this is the server we have created and it's ready. Now I will show you that how we can log in into the terminal. It's initializing, status check is still initializing. Let me open terminal in the meantime. So to log in into the terminal, we need to copy this IP. Okay, here I will choose SSI ch sudo ch. Here, if you are using the Mac system, then you need to give the permission to the PEM file which you have downloaded. Okay, we have a PEM file here, sudo chmod 400. Go server.pem. So here we go. Now the next is to connect with our server. So here ssh I path of your PEM file, then IP at Ubuntu. Basically whenever we create the server, so most of the time the name of the username is Ubuntu. So here sorry, the name will be first, sorry. Okay, here it's here we go. So here you can see that how we logged in into the Ubuntu server and our server is ready to use. Now the next is, you can see that this IP, this is very important that we should assign an elastic IP to our server. Many of the times we need to shut down our server for some reasons or for some upgradations or whatever, but if in that case what happens, if we do that directly, so we can lose the IP. Like this is the IP, okay, most of the time it don't changes, but if we don't provide an elastic IP, so it may change. So in that case, the whatever website you have hosted on the whatever DNS you have pointed to that IP, you need to go and change there as well. So it's always better to assign an elastic IP. So to assign an elastic IP, we need to go here elastic IP. I will go to the allocate elastic IP. Next, allocate IP address. Sorry, you can see this is. Now I will check it and associate elastic IP address. When I go there, I can see. Now I need to find out the which of my server. So I will go to EC2. This one. It's at the end 3B. I will again go to elastic IP, click on this, associate elastic IP address 3, it's 3B. Okay, private IP is this, and associate. So now here we go. Now when we click on this, go to, and you can see your IP is this elastic IP. It's 15.206.46.41. And the same is here. So now if you shut down your system, but still you will have the same IP, so you don't need to go into the DNS and change the IP. Now initially we have launched this EC2 instance with the T2 micro, but most of the time we need to upgrade it. So what we need to do, first of all, stop the instance. It may take more few seconds. Now it stops, so right click on it. You can go to the instance setting. Here you can see the change instance type. I will make it T2 micro, apply, but make sure you choose the correct instance type as per your requirement, else it will charge you more. So keep always in mind that we always need to select the instance type as per our requirement, else we will get charged extra. So here I will do apply. You can see now here it's T2 medium, and again when I will start my server, here it is. So you will see that I will have the same IP and I can access my server with the same IP. Now as we don't have any packages installed here, so we will not get anything, but in further videos, in the next videos, I will show you that how to install the LAMP packages on the EC2 instance. You can choose the instance as per requirement, and you can see the pricing here. So you can I will give you this links in the description, or you can search on the Google, it will give you the links. Okay, so here it is. Now we have T2 medium and 15.2 same IP. So this is the benefit of elastic IP. I shut down the system and started the system again, but I have the same IP, so I don't need to go to the DNS. So thank you for watching this video. Keep us subscribing and put your comment if you like this video. Thank you.